Welcome to Forbidden Texts. What you are about to see may shock you. It may surprise you, but will definitely challenge everything you thought you knew. Stick around until the end to discover the forbidden knowledge that they don't want you to have.
Have you ever felt like your life is a game you didn't sign up to play? Like you're running in circles, chasing goals that feel empty, wearing masks that don't fit, all while a small voice inside you whispers, "This isn't who you are." That feeling, that tug pulling at the core of your being, it's not random. It's a sign. Something bigger is calling you. And if you're here, it's because you've already started to hear it. Welcome to Forbidden Text, where we uncover hidden knowledge and forbidden wisdom. Right now, there's a shift happening, and it's not just around you, it's inside you. You're waking up to a truth you can't unsee, that the life you've been told to live isn't the life you were meant for. What's my purpose? What am I missing? That questioning isn't just a phase or some random midlife or quarter-life crisis. It's a signal. It's the spark of something ancient and powerful stirring within you. It's the beginning of an awakening, a chance to step into a reality that most people are too afraid to even imagine. But let me tell you something, not everyone hears this call, and even fewer answer it. You've been searching, whether you realize it or not. Searching for the path that will lead you out of the ordinary and into the extraordinary. By the time this journey is over, you'll know if that path is meant for you and how to take the first step. Keep watching, because what's waiting for you at the end of this isn't just answers. It's transformation. You may have noticed it already. Small, subtle signs that the life you're living isn't enough. Or your dreams have become vivid, chaotic, even like your subconscious is trying to send you messages you're too busy to notice during the day. And then there's the energy. Have you felt it? That shift. It might feel like random bursts of emotion. One moment, you're soaring, inspired by something you can't even name. And the next, you're drowning in frustration or sadness that seems to come from nowhere. It's not random. Your body is reacting to something bigger, something invisible to the naked eye but impossible to ignore once you feel it. This awakening, it doesn't announce itself politely. It shakes you, disrupts you, forces you to confront everything you've avoided for years. And one of the first places it hits is your physical body. These aren't random quirks. They're your body recalibrating, attuning itself to something beyond the physical world. But it's not just your body, is it? Emotionally, you've changed too. Maybe the things that used to excite you, money, status, success, just don't hit the same anymore. You feel a deep sense of emptiness, even when you're winning by the world's standards. And the things you used to bury, old wounds, fears, doubts, are surfacing, demanding your attention. It's as if life is tearing down every facade you've built, leaving you raw and exposed. And then there's your mind. The questions won't stop coming. Will they? You find yourself looking at the world differently, seeing through the cracks in the system you once trusted. You start questioning why things are the way they are, why people chase things that don't matter, and most importantly, what your role in all of this is. But you wouldn't feel this pull, this undeniable urge for more, if you weren't ready for it. If you felt any of this, any of it, you're not imagining things. And you're not alone. These are the signs, the whispers of something higher, pulling you toward a path most people never dare to walk. And if you're still here, still listening, then you're already further along than you think. What comes next will not only help you recognize this journey for what it truly is, it will show you how to embrace it fully. Keep going. You've only scratched the surface. But here's the part no one tells you. The moment you start waking up, the world doesn't suddenly make sense. And that's terrifying, isn't it? To realize that the life you've built might not be the life you're meant to live. You'll try to fight it at first. You'll cling to the familiar because it's safe, because it's comfortable, because it's what you know. But deep down, you already feel it slipping through your fingers. The truth is, the higher path doesn't wait for permission. It doesn't care about your plans or your excuses. It forces you to shed everything that no longer serves you, even if it breaks you in the process. And let's be real, it will break you. This isn't some Instagram perfect journey of crystals and mantras. It's raw, brutal, and often isolating. When you begin to awaken, the people around you might not understand. They'll see your questioning as rebellion, your growth as a threat. Friends, family, partners, some of them will drift away. Not because they're bad people, but because they're not meant to walk this path with you. It's in that silence, that uncomfortable void, where you begin to meet the real you, not the version you've been told to be, but the version you've always been. But just as you start to feel like you're unraveling, something else happens. You begin to see glimpses of what's waiting on the other side. A purpose, a calling, a clarity that cuts through the chaos like light through a storm. The pull toward this higher path becomes stronger than the fear holding you back. That fear, by the way, it's your ego fighting to survive. The ego hates change. It thrives on control, on keeping you small, keeping you safe. It's the part of you that's afraid of who you could become. Because becoming that person, it's not easy. It requires you to surrender everything you thought you knew about yourself and the world. It demands faith in something you can't yet see, trust in a process you don't fully understand. But the moment you surrender, truly let go, is the moment everything starts to shift. And it's in that surrender where the real magic happens. You start to attract what you need: tools, mentors, insights, even a new sense of connection with the world around you. You realize that the journey isn't about escaping reality, but transforming it. You're not here to run away from the world. You're here to rise above it and bring something back. This isn't just about you. The higher path you're being called to walk isn't a selfish one. It's a path of service, of impact, of aligning with something greater than yourself. But this is only the beginning. The deeper you go, the clearer things become. And as you keep moving forward, you'll realize something that changes everything. And now, let's talk about what lies ahead, because the path you're stepping into isn't just about letting go of the old. It's about stepping into something so profound, so expansive, that it will completely redefine how you see yourself and the world around you. The first step is surrender. Not giving up, but giving in, letting go of the need to control every outcome, every moment. You see, control is an illusion. The more you cling to it, the more chaos you invite into your life. The higher path isn't about control, it's about trust. This trust doesn't come easy, especially in a world that teaches us to fear the unknown. But the unknown is exactly where you need to be. That's where growth happens. It's where the answers lie. And as uncomfortable as it feels, it's the only place where you can uncover the truth about who you really are. So how do you find your footing in this chaos? Through practice, spiritual practice. This doesn't mean you have to shave your head and move to a monastery. It's simpler than that, and yet so much more profound. It's about creating space for stillness, for connection, for clarity. Whether it's meditation, journaling, breath work, or simply walking in nature, these practices aren't just rituals, they're lifelines. And then something incredible happens. The people, the tools, the guidance you need start to appear. Call it synchronicity, call it alignment, call it whatever you want. The truth is, when you open yourself to this path, the universe responds. You'll find mentors, books, communities, people who are walking a similar journey and who can help you navigate yours. But here's the thing. No one can walk this path for you. The higher path isn't about following someone else's map. It's about creating your own. It's about tuning into your inner compass and letting it guide you, even when the road ahead feels unclear. And as you do this, as you commit to the journey, you'll start to notice a shift. Life begins to feel lighter, clearer. The things that used to weigh you down, fear, doubt, old wounds, start to lose their grip. This is where everything changes. You stop surviving and start living. You stop chasing and start creating. You begin to see yourself not as someone who's stuck, but as someone who's free. Free to grow, to evolve, to create a life that's aligned with your soul's purpose. And here's the kicker. As you step into this version of yourself, you become a light for others. Your journey, your growth, your courage, it inspires the people around you. You don't even have to try. By simply walking your path, you give others permission to walk theirs. But don't think for a second that this is the end. Awakening isn't a destination, it's a beginning. The higher path is infinite. With every step, there's more to discover, more to learn, more to become. And that's the beauty of it. The deeper you go, the richer life becomes. This is the journey you've been called to take. Because they were never outside of you to begin with. They've been within you all along, waiting for you to notice, waiting for you to awaken, waiting for you to rise. And when you do, you'll realize something that will change everything. You were never lost. You were always exactly where you needed to be. And now, you're ready to step into the life you were meant to live. This is your time. This is your path. And it starts now. You've made it this far, and that's no coincidence. The fact that you're still here, still listening, means something deep inside you is ready. This path won't be easy. No transformation ever is. But it will be worth it. Because this is more than just a personal journey. It's a revolution of the soul. And when you align with your higher purpose, you don't just change your life, you change the world. You've already started. The questions, the restlessness, the shifts, they were all signs that your awakening has begun. And now, it's time to trust that pull, to take the first step, no matter how uncertain it feels. Because what's waiting for you on the other side is freedom, clarity, purpose. So, are you ready to rise? The path is yours to walk. And whether you take it or not, the choice has always been yours. And if you take that first step, you'll realize the truth that's been waiting for you all along. You're not here by accident. You're here because you were always meant for something more. Thank you for watching Forbidden Text, where we uncover the hidden knowledge that the world doesn't want you to see. If this resonated with you, share your story below, because someone out there needs to hear it, just like you needed this. The rest is up to you. This is your moment. Take it.